Hi, I'm Michael Clementson, and I've recently joined EWB to support the Business Development Services team in Africa. In this video, you'll hear from the exceptional people who've actually made a real difference in Africa. As part of your organization, I thought, though, that I might tell you what excites me about EWB and what I think the future might hold for BDS. What makes us different? Africa is littered with organizations promising to change things. Why should we be more successful? Well, perhaps the answer lies in our people, the 50,000 members who not only represent an amazing spectrum of education, talent and experience, but also commit to our values, our transparency, our commitment to making successful and sustainable change systemically in Africa. Pause. The population of sub-Saharan Africa will double in the next 25 to 30 years. If we thought that it was hard to feed the people there now, how are we going to cope with twice as many? Well, the answer lies in changing the way food is produced, processed and distributed. And that is where we've chosen to direct our quite formidable resources. If you consider the effect of an increase of $1 a day on the average European or North American, it probably wouldn't even be noticed. But the same amount in Africa could double a man's wages, could change his life considerably. The base is so low, so very low. Our efforts can and will make a huge difference to the base of the economic pyramid, to the people where Dorothy is. We're starting to empower that base. Their voices are growing stronger, and they're beginning to demand attention to the infrastructural deficiencies of their environment. Pause. Our impact may seem to be modest, but it can and will rebound to the development of new schools, new hospitals, new roads, and all of those services that we, in our part of the world, expect as a right. I'm really looking forward to being part of this exciting team of BDS within EWB. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Wayne Miranda. I've been working with Business Development Services team of Engineers Without Borders Canada for the last 3 months, but actually working with EWB overseas for the last 3 years. Currently I'm working with a company called MMB Seeds. It's an agricultural seed company. They do production and marketing and distribution of improved seeds varieties that are going to increase smallholder yields by approximately 2 to 3 times, so pretty serious business. They've actually been operating since 2007, but it's still quite in an early stage business. And my mandate in the business is to be the business development manager. I'm helping the business build plans to grow by about 6 times over the next 5 years. So I'm doing anything from finance to management support to building a production strategy and a marketing strategy to helping them integrate systems into their new processing plant. So I have the privilege and opportunity to work with Ben Kamechi, who's the CEO of the business, probably one of the hardest working entrepreneurs I've ever met in the world. And so far in MMB, I've got 3 quick wins under my belt working with them in the management team. First one was actually kind of gap filling into a detasseling maize field. So we use hybrid maize seed, which is a lot of labor, and I was operating as the field supervisor for about 1 week just to understand what is it like to be a middle manager in this business. We're going to be hiring somebody very soon, so that experience is going to be invaluable for me to understand the caliber of person that we need to hire. The second quick win that we've done is install and get to operation a new processing plant, so a seed clearing machine, a seed sorting machine, treating machine, automatic weighing system, pretty serious equipment. So touching back on my engineering roots to build all these systems in place was pretty interesting. And the third one was touching on their financial systems. Currently they were only doing bookkeeping and financial accounting, and we shifted it to not only bookkeeping but management accounting, so that good information is going to managers about what their costs of production are, how much sales revenue they're currently making, what their profit and loss is.
Hey, my name is Dustin. I'm with Engineers Without Borders and the Business Development Services team. I'm here in beautiful Nairobi, just post a big conference where we met a lot of cool people and have a lot of potential for partnerships. Yeah, I've been working for EWB for about 2 years now and seeing where we can go from here. I've been working with the Business Development Services team for about 6 months. It's been going awesome. We've been working with small to medium-sized enterprises that show a pretty strong business model, pretty innovative business models, with a huge capacity for growth and for social impact. So the space in which we're working is to help these businesses grow, to develop the systems, the management capacity, as well as the innovation for them to continue growing after we leave, and to have continued financial gains and social impact. So I've been working with a cashew processor in Ghana's Brong-Ahafo region for the last 6 months. It went pretty well, pretty awesome. Very strong business model. They're sourcing local cashews from Ghana and exporting them to North America and Europe. And so I was helping them develop a engineering department and engineering team to keep their machines up and running, to reduce their downtime so that they could reach their 1,000 metric tons processing capacity that they are aiming for and that their investors and clients are expecting, so that they can make sure that those metrics are satisfied and they can grow from there on. And so was able to put in, had the chance to be very creative, create some tools, build a system, and then build a team around that system to take the ownership for that system to continue to grow and improve in the next coming years. So yeah, went pretty well. Yeah, so another key success I had was to help identify strong middle managers within the company and to help reinforce their capacity, help them be recognized by the management, the higher management staff, make the recommendations that these individuals were very strong and showed a lot of potential. And then once I got the buy-in from the management to continue developing these guys, I was able to create a team that was extremely strong, that's showing a lot of initiative, that's gelling well with the middle and higher management staff, as well as with the workers below them. And this team is now responsible for carrying out all maintenance operations on the machinery within the company, as well as looking at ways to improve on efficiency of processes. So that was a pretty awesome experience to be able to be a part of. And then how this helps in the greater scheme of things, when we talk about social metrics, Kona is situated in a pretty small, pretty rural area in Ghana, outside of a village called Awisa, and right now it's employing about 300 workers, 80% of which are women, and so there are massive social metrics related to that. There's also social metrics related to the businesses around it that it's supporting, for example, carpenters and plumbers that come into work for Kona, as well as drivers that bring workers to work, and so there is a secondary economic gain.
Great, thanks guys for those awesome examples and description of BDS. As you heard, BDS is all about prosperity and profit in Africa. We're seeing Africa as a place of opportunity, not as charity. And we're doing that in 2 ways. The first is we're embedding our awesome EWBers within businesses to provide best-in-class business consulting. And our EWBers are working with these very much startup businesses to help them develop the systems and processes that they need to really grow. We're also working alongside the Africans that are leading and managing these businesses to help them develop the skills to lead the businesses going forward. The second thing that we're doing is partnering with impact investors, and these are banks with the heart, and they're really excited about what we're doing, so much so that they're willing to pay us for our work, which is a pretty neat shift for EWB. 2011 was a super exciting year for us. We broke off from the ABC team and started out on our own. We had 4 contracts. You've heard from a couple of the guys that were on the ground, Wayne and Dustin, taking on those contracts. And we provided a total of 20-month support to high-growth, high-impact businesses in Africa. 2012 is going to be even more exciting. We've hired a leader, Michael Clementson, who you've met via video. We've got 12 contracts that are in the pipeline, and we're set up to increase our revenue by 10 times. Super exciting. All of this is in the name of Dorothy, so super exciting to see us grow and ultimately have an impact on farmers in Africa.